Okay, so one hand at each knee, circle them open and closed. And then circle them the other way. Of course, if you need more than that thin block under your head, if your head tends to fall back a long way, then you go with whatever it is you normally use. Okay, and then we're going straight into it really this evening because we've got a lot to get through. Have your legs in double knee fold. Relax your arms down on the floor, relax your shoulders. Connect your legs to your core. And then keep the left leg deadly still as your right foot taps the ground and lift back up again. Keep your right leg deadly still and tap the left foot to the ground. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Good, keep going with that. Moving from your hip joint, keeping your knee joint a fixed angle. When we did this in the last round of when we did All4Core, you had a hand pressing on one thigh. I want you to imagine your thigh and hand pressing against each other, bringing you deeper into your core. Let's do a couple more each leg. One more each leg. Okay, keep your head and arms down. Push your legs straight, bend them back in. Push them directly away so they're going maybe about 45-degree angle and then in. Push away, bend in, push away, bend in. Stay there. Inhale, arms over behind. Exhale, abdominal curl with the push away of your legs. Inhale, arms behind. Exhale, push away. So if there's any neck issue, you just keep going with your head on the floor. We're going for 3. Inhale, bend. Exhale, 2. Inhale, bend. Exhale, 1. Inhale, bend. Then stay up on this one. Hold it there into the 100. You can have bent legs, or if you're staying straight legs, your knees turn out. You're breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going for the full set. Out 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 more breaths. Good. So if you're going straight legs, the heels turn in, the feet turn out, and the knees turn out. And you're trying to squeeze the gap of your legs as you engage the back of the legs round towards each other. What's that, about 3 breaths left? Keep the back of the shoulders curled up if you're going with that head up option. 1 more breath. And then bring the knees straight into your chest, head down, turn your head side to side. And then we're going into some shoulder bridges, so you want to take that thin block out from underneath your head, feet to the floor, arms by your side. Arms long, spread out your toes, inhale. Exhale, roll your spine up from the bottom of your spine upwards. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll from the top of the spine downwards. Inhale as you land. Exhaling to roll. Inhale. Exhaling to roll. Inhale. As you roll up, feel your thigh bones and your knees reaching away, like the knees are trying to press down into the feet. And then keep them reaching away as you roll back down. So keep stretching your knees to me as you stretch your spine down. Inhaling as you land. 1 more. Exhale, roll up, pressing your knees towards my hands. And then rolling down, keep the knees pressing towards my hands as you roll down. Okay, roll up, stay up. We're going for double heel lift. Inhale, exhale, double heel lift. Inhale, heels down. Exhale, heels up. So to prevent yourself from pushing into your neck, I suggest having your feet in a tiny bit closer for the heel lifts. You'll find it easier to push down rather than pushing away. They only need to come in, another centimetre or inch or something. Yeah, so when you push the heels off the ground, push straight down into the mat rather than pushing away on the mat, which would jar or pull on the skin on the back of your neck. Leave your heels on the floor and let's go for an arm float. Inhale, arms behind. Exhale, arms down. When your arms go back, keep the feeling of the knees reaching away. Exhale, arms down. 3 more. Inhale, arms back. Exhale, arms down. 2, drop your ribs a little, so the back of the rib cage lays down a bit more, and lift the hips up a bit more. So you're getting straighter there, rather than just the ribs being up. Okay, now keep your arms down. We're going to add that together. So arms only, over behind. When your arms come down, lift your heels off the ground. Inhale, arms back, heels down. Exhale, arms down, heels up. 3 more. 2. 1. Okay, you're keeping your heels up as your arms land. Keep your heels up and roll your spine down. Keep your heels off the ground once you've landed. And reach out for the balls and take your arms wide so the balls are facing the ceiling. You're still on the balls of your feet and you've got the balls in your hands. Ideally, you had them just within reaching distance, so you didn't need to adjust your position. Okay, so from here, lift your right leg into a single knee fold. Keep the ball of the left foot on the floor. 5 arms open and close. So exhale, arms together. Inhale, arms open. Exhale, arms together. Inhale, arms open. Exhale, narrow the arms, narrow your corset. 2. And 1. Arms open, right foot to the floor, ball of the foot touching the floor. Left leg lift. Keep going. Arms open, arms closed. Left leg's bent. Bent, you two. Bent, bent. That's it. Yep. All right. Ball of the right foot is just applying enough pressure that it helps you connect into your core, to the lower back. 2 more. And as the arms close, you feel the sides of your waist close. 1 more. Okay, keep that there. Lift the second leg up, double leg lift. Inhale, arms are open. Exhale, arms close. Inhale, arms open. Exhale, arms close. Keeping the double knee lift. 2. Try thigh bones back a bit more. So rather than being tilted away, that's it, they're right above the hip bones. Okay, and then we add a tap. When your arms open, tap one foot to the floor. When your arms close, lift the leg. When your arms open, tap the other foot to the floor, and arms close, lift. Good. So just like you did at the beginning, move from your hip joint. Try not to move so much from the knee joint. And keep the other leg as steady as you can. You're just tapping the foot to the floor nice and lightly so that there's no reverberation through your pelvis or your spine. One more. Keep the arms in the air, keep the legs there. Abdominal curl, taking the arms down, forwards. Leave the balls on the floor. Bring your knees in closer, touch your outer ankles. Hold them a little, or hold your shins, and lift the chest a little higher. Keep your tailbone down so the pelvis remains flat. Then we straighten both legs, try lifting your arms, and circle or just bring them into a little movement round and back to the ankles. So if you haven't got much space, you just do a small wave out to the sides. And if anyone's lucky enough to have a lot of space, then you can sweep your arms really wide out. Yeah, so just a little circle kind of up on the ceiling with your arms back to your ankles. Straightening the legs, inhale. Try not to let the head go back, Sarah. Keep the chest lifted. That's it, stay lifted. Arms back without the chest dropping. That's it, yeah. You're looking at the legs the whole time. Try not to let the back of the chest drop. We've got 3. Exhale. Good, curl up a bit more. That's it, 2. Exhale. 1. Exhale, knees in, head to floor. Turn your head side to side. And then knees stay together, legs stay together. Put both feet on the floor. Interlace your hands behind the back of your head. Elbows in line with the tip of your nose. Going to inhale, exhale, abdominal curl. There's a very, very light squeeze in the inner legs so that it helps you connect this curl into your pelvic floor. Then angle toward the right, so you're looking past your right hip. Your left shoulder, left chest lifts, and then go back down. Curl up, that light squeeze in your inner legs connects you to the pelvic floor. Angle toward the left, so looking past the left hip, right shoulder off the floor, and then go back down, inhale. So with the exhale, you come up and right, inhale down. With your exhale, up and left and down. Inhale, exhale, exhale, inhale, lower. Exhale, exhale, left, inhale, lower. Exhale, center, exhale, right, inhale, lower. Exhale, center, exhale, left, inhale, lower. Exhale, center, exhale, look past the right hip, inhale, lower. Exhale, center, exhale, look past the left hip, inhale, lower. Exhale, center, exhale, twist, inhale, lower. Exhale, center, exhale, twist, inhale, lower. Inner legs staying together the whole time. One more each time, each side. Last to the left. Center, left, lower. Okay, now bring your elbows a bit narrower, like you're going the same distance as your head, all the way out through your forearms. Curl up, keeping the elbows narrow, and we're going to circle the chest and make circles with your elbows, like your elbows are drawing circles in the air. Keep the legs steady. Keep the little squeeze in the inner legs. Let that squeeze travel down into stability in your pelvis. See if you can breathe some way with the circles. So wherever your breath wants to breathe in, let it breathe in. Whether your breath wants to breathe out, let it breathe out, but make sure you're doing both of those. Time to change rounds. Let's change direction. Katie's changed direction. That means we're probably all ready to change direction. You want to feel the ribcage moving its angle around the upper abdomen. Yes, so we're getting into those upper abdominal muscles. Let that be your focus, or the circle with your elbows, and let's try a couple more. And then when you go all the way down to the floor, elbows drop wide, knees drop wide, butterfly. Relax. Your elbow or arms can go out wide if you want to let them go a bit further out. Are they going to become your new favourite exercise? Rachel's new favourite exercise. And that's it. Okay, so grab that thin block again, pop it back under your head, and turn onto your right side. Chalk circles. Chair. Imagine you're sitting on a chair, but you're on your side on your mat, and circle your top arm round when you're ready. You can do this, or you can just pretend. If you've got your ankle weights, you could lay your ankle weights. Oh, these are quite light. Yes, I think they might be a bit less than 1 kilogram, are they? You could lay your ankle weights over the top leg, although yours might be a bit slippy, to weigh your top leg down, so that when you open your arm, there's something weighing your leg in place. But it might fall off because the weights they're a bit slippy. But so if you're not using it, just the same feeling, like you've got a weight sitting on that top leg, helping to keep it down. Let's just change direction. Remember to let your head turn on the block, let your chest open wide. One more in this direction. Excuse me. Okay, then you've got the option now of going on to the next set with your ankle weights. If you want to use them, grab them and pop them on. And you take the block that your head was resting on is now going to go between your bicep and your arm, like that. At home, if you've got a block or a cushion, you can put it between your bicep and your arm. And your head's resting on your bicep, but the block might be in the middle. Okay, Andy and Vicky, like that, with the thin block if you want. The leg weights are optional. We're not doing masses and masses with the legs. And straighten your legs out once you've got yourself into position. Keep your free hand on the floor in front of you. Nice. So arm out straight, Sarah, so your head's resting on your bicep. That's it. Option to put the block in. It's not essential. Legs are slightly forwards of the pelvis, just a tiny amount. We're going to go top leg, bottom leg, and then both go down. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, top leg lift. Exhale, bottom leg lift. Inhale, both legs down. Exhale, top. Exhale, bottom. Inhale, down. Exhale, top. Exhale, bottom. Inhale, down. Put that hand there for a bit more balance. That arm we're doing extended. Sorry, yeah. All right, yeah. And then that in between. Yeah. Can you have your toes pointing forwards? And when your top leg lifts, keep your toes and your hip facing forwards. Two more rounds. Exhale, top. Exhale, bottom. Inhale, lower. Exhale, top. Exhale, bottom. Inhale, lower. Now lift both legs and keep them at hip distance. Good, so they're just parallel. And your free hand, with or without your ball, up to you, can come by your side. If you're using your ball, hover your arm off your side, so it's not resting. Directly above your hip or thigh, not resting on your body, but it's going to make you work more through your core to balance. You want your ball? If you want it, is it just because you can't reach it? Oh. You want that straight arm to plug into your shoulder. 3 more breaths. Does holding the ball like that give you a bit more challenge in the balance? Can you feel that or not? Yeah? Yeah? Okay, and then lower everything down. Bring your top knee onto the purple block in front of you. Your bottom arm's going to go back out in front like it was for chalk circles. And with your ball, if you want to, open out wide, you're in a twist. Stay there. So your bottom arm now is back out in front of you. Like that. Your head's back on the block. And you're in an open twist. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. So the bottom arm is back out in front of you. And your head's just back on that little block. There you go. That's the one. The weight is optional in your hands, but it's going to give you more stretch. Yeah, and turn your head with the chest. That's it. I don't want to push it down too much.
Oh, it's nice.
Is it?
Yeah. Good, yeah.
Okay, keep your arms open, lift the bent knee, roll onto your back. Both feet land on the floor. You can leave the block there. And just circle the back of your pelvis on the floor. Circle around the sacrum. To the other side. Turn over the other side. So first of all, it's chalk circles. You want your blue block to be in a ball to be in reaching distance for when we use it on the side. Okay, so knees are up, arms are in front, and we go into that chalk circle, head rolling on your block. Just give me a wave if you can't hear me at home, because something just popped up on the screen saying my speaker wasn't working. Can you hear me? You can hear me all right, no one's waving. Okay, good. Knees up a bit higher, Sharon. Whoop. That's it. Feet forwards a bit more. So you're really kind of letting your legs be heavy. Got no one to follow here, have you? There. Get up a little bit higher. There you go. Too much? Still. And then go the other way around. So just change direction. How did it feel after yoga? Was it sore? No, it's just the same. Yeah. Oh, right, a bit further up. In here. Oh, your QL. Coming from your QL. T5. Oh, L5, not T5. Okay, can you do one more? And then when your arm comes back around in front, to straighten your legs down the mat. Your arm comes underneath your ear and you can pop that block in the gap. Optional. The legs are just slightly forwards from the pelvis. Ideally, your feet are flexed, toes pulling up. And then a little lift in the curve of your waist. We're going top leg, bottom leg, inhale, lower. Exhale, top, exhale, bottom, inhale, lower. Exhale, top, exhale, bottom. Your top leg lifts till you feel a bite on the outer hip. Your bottom leg lifts just a little bit into the gap. It doesn't need to lift super duper high. So it's not that you have to get both legs up really high. The top leg can come up a lot higher. The bottom leg is much more limited. Lift the top leg till you feel the bite without rolling your hip back. Keep the hip facing forwards. Exhale, exhale, inhale, lower. Make sure the side of your waist hasn't gone down yet. I just couldn't tell. 3 more. Exhale, exhale, inhale, lower. 2. Nice. And then lift to hip distance. You can keep your hand on the floor, or you can take the ball, or you can just bring your arm without the ball. Cover your arm, retract your arm bones slightly up into the shoulder joint. So we're engaging the muscles that support the extension of your arm. Work from your core to balance. A few more breaths. Try not to tense your neck. 2. 1. Nice. And then lower down. Purple block. And then your head back on the block again so that your bottom arm can reach forwards. And with or without the ball, your top arm opens into a twist. So bottom arm reaching forwards out in front of you and your head's just back on the block again. That's it. And holding it open in the twist. Chest open toward the ceiling. Bottom leg straight. So yeah. That's it. All right. Nice. And then with your bent knee coming back up and round, feet flat to the floor and back into those little hips. Oh. And the other way. Knees in and take a rock back and forwards on your spine, either rolling over your crossed legs or swinging your legs round. End up on hands and knees, and we'll do just a little bit of leg work. So if you lie down onto your tummy, you can take the balls in your hands if you want. Arms by your side and legs out long behind. So arms by your side, legs out straight. Nice. Forehead to the floor. Arms long, arms by your side, Katie, ball in each hand. So yeah. Good. Let's start off with the arms coming up. So roll your shoulders back and lift your arms. Inhale, lower them, just your arms. Exhale, lift, just your arms. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Two more, just the arms. Lift and lower. One more. Lift and lower. Now as your arms lift, float your head and chest up. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift, but feel long. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, feeling long. Shoulders roll back as your arms lift. 2 and 1. Exhale, lift, stay lifted. Hold it there. At the same time, lengthen more through your legs and let your legs float up off the floor. Arms lift, legs lift. Pulse your arms there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep the legs where they are. Lower the balls down. Swoop your hands round underneath your head and rest your head onto your hands. Keep the legs lifted, chest is down. Relax your shoulders. Keep one leg lifted, lower the other leg to the floor. Switch, inhale. Switch, exhale. Switch, inhale. Switch, exhale. Keep the reach and length out through your legs as you alternate. Move from your thigh bone as the leg comes up and down. Keeping the left leg on the floor, the right leg lifted, and circle your right leg round. So if you can keep the pelvis level, so when the right leg circles, you don't get heavier in the left hip. Change direction. Right leg goes down, left leg comes up. Circle the long streamlined leg, making that whole circular movement from your hip. Change direction. Again, try not to go too heavy on your right hip. And check you're staying engaged so that you're lightly drawing in the sides of the waist and trying not to collapse in the lower back. Do these single leg ones feel all right on your back? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I did say change direction, didn't I? Yeah. 3 more. 2, 1. Both legs down. Push your bottom to your heels. Child's pose. Take a tricep stretch in child's pose, hands in prayer. And thumbs to the back of the neck. Wiggle your elbows forwards and sink the chest down. And then work your way up to a kneeling position, and you could take your thin block and pop it underneath your knee. Step your right foot forwards and your left knee padded. Right foot forwards, left knee padded. Good. You want to step far enough that when you lunge, your knee lines with your ankle. Take your left arm up in the air, drop your hand between the shoulders, hold the elbow and push your elbow up into your hand. Guide the elbow with your hands, but more than anything, feel the upper arm bone and the elbow trying to press up into your hand, and then your hand just supports it there. Lift the chest and lunge in the pelvis. Any pinching in your lower back off a little and tuck the tailbone down a bit more. So you're less bending in your back like that, and more hugging in the belly and tucking the tailbone under slightly. Lean slightly over to the right without letting the right knee move, pushing the elbow up and over. Come back up to center. Your hands are going to come down and straighten your right leg with the toes up. Come onto your fingertips. Try dragging your heel back so your right hip feels like it's pulling back, and feel a deeper stretch in the back of your right leg. If you let go of the drag, the stretch is less intense. If you try and feel like you're dragging that heel back, the stretch is more intense. Make it so it's just right for you. Bring your both hands inside your right leg, bend the knee just a little so you can free it, and then switch onto the other side. When your left foot goes forwards, lunge. Think of your pelvis like a ball. Is it tipping forwards? That's going to pinch in your back more. See if you can tip the pelvic ball upright more. Right arm up, hand between the shoulders, hold the elbow, and then guide the elbow, but feel your upper arm bone pushing up into your hand. And keep the lunge forwards in your left leg, and maybe slightly lean over toward the left. You feel a bit wobbly on the lean, just do it without the lean. When you come back up to center, release your arms down, straighten the left leg, so the toes come up, fingertips to the floor. If you need even longer arms, you can put your hands on the balls, fingertips on the balls. Yeah, and then straightening out the left leg. Intensifying it would be lifting your toes up higher and feeling that slight drag back of the heel, almost like you're trying to pull the left leg into the hip. You feel deeper, but nicer, more worthwhile. Both hands inside the left leg, bend it a little and free it round. Take downward facing dog. Hands further forwards. Hands about. Yeah. You want the arms to turn that way. That's it. So you get more space here. Back. Walk your hands and feet towards each other. Just dangle a moment. Yes, this is a good place to take your ankle weights off if they're still on. Nothing exerting now. When you're ready, roll your spine up. Before we come back down to the floor, we'll just do a few deep breaths. So feet wide on the mat, slightly turned out with your toes. Make sure you've got space for your arms to open. Inhale, your arms lift. Exhale, your arms go down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Feel like this is your lung exercise of the night. Full breath. Empty breath. 4. Nice and bouncy in the knees and the hips. 3. 2. And 1. Arms up, legs in a little, cross one leg in front of the other. Arms down, keep your head reaching up and lower to sit down. If you don't want to sit down with your legs crossing like that, just come to sitting. Once you're sitting, legs can be straight in front if you're not a leg crosser. Lean into your right hand and then reach up and over with your left. This time, rather than trying to stretch out here, think more about stretching out the side of your back and your ribs by pressing into your hand and anchoring your left hip down. Feel your ribs pressing away from your right hand. Left hand to right ear, come up, bring your right hand onto your lap and draw your head to the left. Option to do this without your hand on your head, of course. Can't really hold the neck stretch for too long, can you? It just feels so nice. Left hand down, but we have got supper to go to and other things, I'm sure. Press your ribs out, drop the shoulder down. And then right hand to left ear up. It's not your left ear, just the left side of your head. Just easing that stretch in. Let your neck relax into it rather than resisting. And then your head back up. Give your shoulders a little roll. We'll take a banana stretch. So lying down on your back. Start with your feet wide. Arms can go overhead, or you can interlace your hands behind your head. Shift your chest toward the right, legs toward the right, making that banana shape. And then left ankle can go on top of right ankle. And again. And again. And then let your legs separate. Shuffle your upper body to the left side and bring your right ankle on top of your left ankle. Pressing slightly down through your right buttock and through your right leg. And different stretches serve us better at different phases in life, at different times in the year when we might be into certain activities in one type of the time of the year, and then because of weather or whatever else, we go into different activities. So just notice where is the tightness in your body at the moment based on the time and moment in your life and what you're involved in at the moment. Recognize the changes in your needs. Come back to center and finish off with a double knee hug, squeezing in and out. And then let your legs go down into your relaxation, wherever they want to go. And embrace stillness. Embrace your body with your breath. Your breath is your number one, free, available all the time, natural remedy to stress. It is your built-in stress response. Use it to calm and soothe in this moment. Inhaling new, fresh energy. Exhaling away tension, blockages. Couple more. Inhaling new, fresh energy. Exhaling away tension. Again, inhale new, fresh energy. Exhale, and then just begin to move your body a little. Come back to how we started. So legs bending one at a time. One hand on each knee. Circle your knees open and closed. And then the other way. If your spine feels happy with a roll, hold your legs roll up. Come up to sitting. That's you done. Well done. Thank you very much, everyone. Excellent work. Always happens in the end relaxation there, doesn't it? Where
Thanks, Rebecca.